All right, so I want to do a quick, not so much unboxing because I just unboxed it. I'm not going to show you unboxing. That's kind of boring, but a little overview on these electric chairs that are coming out of China. There's not very much info or good info out there on these. They're varying from in price from $800 up to around $2,000-3,000 for this model, and a lot of them look the same, but there's little minor differences. There's not very good information out there on them, and when you look out on YouTube, there really is only two or three styles of videos that you see. You see one, the Chinese advertisements that come out, and then you see there's several sellers that have that are selling these products that I put videos on name brand versions of this chair, but it's basically the same chair um, in their opinion, which they are selling this chair. And then there's a few videos where there's just literally screenshots. They're ads that bots are putting up. There's no real good overview of what you're getting with these chairs. Now, there's several versions of these chairs out there. I'll point out some of the things that I was looking at, and then I'll try to post a link for the. This came from eBay. It was a buy it now, delivered to the house. It ran right around $1,000. Now, like I said, you can see this same exact chair on eBay and AliExpress and Amazon running anywhere from right at $1,000 was as cheap as I seen it, up to around $1,500 to $2,000. It just depends on where you're buying it. One of the things, some of the things to look for, what I seen, and again, I just opened this box. There's no good instruction manuals because you don't know what version of the chair you're going to get for around $1,000. Now, again, mobility chairs typically run around $5,000-6,000. These are the folding mobility chairs that are just now showing up on the market. I looked, so this version here is a full aluminum frame, somewhat pretty light. Something that is one or two pieces. The chair folds down. There's several videos that show that. How to fold the chair up. This is no different from that. It's got the latch here on the rear. It's got two brushless motors and the typical controller. So some of the things that you don't see out there. One, it does have an instruction manual. But right on the front of that instruction manual, you can see that is not this chair. So I haven't even opened it yet. It's probably just a generic instruction manual. They're 24-volt lithium batteries. This battery is located right on the bottom in the center. 24 volts, so I'm assuming they're taking typical motor controller, and adapting it to use the lithium battery, and then they probably put a battery management system with those lithium cells. We've got a 24 volt 3 amp charger that this chair came with. It does have the standard charger for the nickel metal hydride cells, but I guess if we look closely, yeah, this is just outputting 24 volts at 3 amps. So there's probably a maintenance module built in with this battery here. Maybe in a later video, I'll pop that battery open and see what kind of cells are inside that. I'd be kind of curious. Some of the different models that you look at, they'll have the cells in the arm of the chair here, the structure of the chair. I do like that version. Okay, so that's something you don't know. That's soft. This particular chair does have brushless motors, but you engage and disengage them, pull that knob out, and then it'll roll. Same with both sides. It does seem very sturdy. It does seem very well built. The frame of the chair is very tight. All the joints seem tight. The welds actually look reasonable. And again, this is all aluminum. kind of what the padding looks like underneath. Looks like all this can, that's just Velcroed on. So if this needs cleaned, that'll come apart. That'll come off. This is just a foam pad. I haven't opened that yet. That can be either easily cleaned or replaced. This is just held on by Velcro. That can be easily cleaned and replaced. Oh, we got a pouch back here to collapse the chair. You pull that, and it folds down just like we've seen in the videos. Again, it's actually beefy built. We're looking here, kind of an overview. Again, this is stuff you can't see out on the internet. These motors you can buy on AliExpress. Something surprising, the ad did not tell you that these were pneumatic fill tires. That's actually a pro. I like that. That'll help rolling outside. I kind of purchased this for my elderly mother. Right now she has a scooter, a lightweight scooter. I'm going to disengage this motor. That's a very sturdy, nicely machined mechanism, it looks like, with a rubber coating. It actually feels kind of stout. So we got this for my mom. She's whenever you go to a hospital with her or for doctor's appointments, it's a bear getting a wheelchair for her. As some people have probably noticed, if you've done this. So we've started taking her scooter with us. Well, the problem with the scooter is it comes apart in 3 or 4 sections to go in the back of the car. Somewhat heavy, but once it's together, it's great. She can move around the hospital. The idea with this was so that I could unfold it quickly. It comes out of the chair. She could get around easily. Same as with at supermarkets and whatnot. Someone's with her. We can fold it down quickly, put it in the back of the car, get it back out, and then she's off doing her own thing. She is able to get up and walk around. So let's say this thing gets hung up on a small curb or something. She can hop up and someone can help her around. So the arms do fold up. That really wasn't clear to me on this model. So we're going to push this little button here. So both arms do the same thing. Push that one. And it folds up. Very nice. Those can go back down. The controller is just held in. This cable comes down. I need to zip tie it. Looks like I need to zip tie it up here. Cable comes down, and then it's just a plug that goes into the battery. Kind of incredible. You could probably get just about any battery and use. That's not a very big battery. We've got specifications down there. I'm going to go over that battery a little bit. I'm kind of interested. So the controller, the speed control, looks like it's all right here. Looks like there's a big heavy heat sink right inside there. The charger pole plugs in right there. And it's got horn and speed control. This is how it came. Just open the box. It comes with about a half a charge, which is typically what you see on a lithium battery. Oh, it's not moving because the wheels are disengaged. Push and hold that in. Shut it off. This folds up. And then that's about the end of it. We've got anti-roll bars. That's what those are. Those were in the box. I'm assuming they go up in the back here somewhere. I might not even put those on. It's really not needed. The center of gravity is really well suited for this chair. It pushes really well, and those tires aren't even flat. I already sat in it and moved it around on this carpet with flat tires. And that battery holding just the, I don't know what you want to call it, the maintenance charge or the standby charge, and myself, which is around 240 pounds, this thing moves around just fine. And it feels very, very secure. Very, very solid. But again, I just moved it around in my living room a little bit. I would really love to run this thing around the block a whole bunch of times and see if I can get a range out of it. Some future plans for it. I'd love to dig into that battery and maybe do a little bit of research on that controller. That's a 24-volt battery. I'd love to figure out how to put a couple Milwaukee batteries down in the bottom of that. You know, two 18-volt batteries wired together. That way you could have replaceable, rechargeable batteries. I think you can get away with that with this machine. But again, I have to look at how that controller's built. Looks very simply put together. There's a little horn. See the little alarm down there? Because it's got a horn button and then it beeps when it backs up. So if that got really annoying, you could pull that off. But the initial build quality is shockingly good for as cheap as it is. So again, I'll update you guys later. That battery is going to be a big question point. It may last years and years and no issues. It may have a complete garbage controller in it. Battery maintenance module. We don't know. I'm not going to mess with it right away, but we'll run it through a couple of cycles. And then maybe I'll pull that battery out and take a look and see what's inside of it. I'll keep you guys updated. If there's any questions, put it in the comments. You can kind of see where this is. Again, there's tons and tons of these chairs out there. This one on eBay shipped. It was shipped from within the U.S. Took roughly a week and a couple days to get here. Not too bad at all. And it was just a couple bucks cheaper than what I found them on AliExpress. So it was actually cheaper to go through eBay, and the return policy is a little bit better. So, again, I'll keep you guys posted. I'll try to post a couple more videos. I'm really curious what the range is on it. They tend, from what I'm finding, the range tends to be very, very good. Far, far longer than a general use scenario would be. These also fold up for travel. If you want to travel on an airplane, you use this all the way through the airport. As soon as you get ready to hop on the airplane, you can fold it down. So if you have the ability to walk onto an airplane, it's excellent. You can ride this right down to right before you get on the airplane, fold it down, they'll pack it underneath the plane. You walk onto the airplane, and then as soon as you get off, because it's a mobility device, they'll pull it out and they'll set it right there. It'll be ready for you to get off the airplane or your connecting flight. I mean, these really are going to be excellent game changers for somebody that can just walk just a little bit. All right, thanks. I'll stop. I'll check back in later.